Good afternoon and welcome. This is ASO Television News. I am Haris Idisiraju. The headlines. President Bola Tinubu calls on members of the APC Presidential Campaign Council to defeat negative forces in Nigeria. First Lady's Renewed Hope Initiative intervention torches Bauchi State. FCT Minister Wike orders crackdown on taxi drivers and car dealers occupying green areas. An Inspector General of the Police charges youths to reject political and digital thuggery. And now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has charged members of the APC Presidential Campaign Council for the January 2027 presidential elections to defeat all forces who plan to take Nigeria backwards. The ruling APC on Saturday had announced the constitution of the Campaign Council with President Tinubu as chairman. Former Governor of Zamfara State, Senator Abdulaziz Yari, and Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State emerged as Director General and Secretary respectively. According to a statement issued by Presidential Spokesperson Bayo Onanuga, Vice President Kashim Shettima will serve as Vice Chairman of the Council, while the party's Chairman, Professor Nentawe Wadda, will also serve as Vice Chairman. APC National Secretary Senator Ajibola Bashiru and Special Advisor to the President Hadiza Bala Usman will serve as Deputy and Assistant Secretaries. President Tinubu as Chairman of the Council will work with a body of advisors, namely Pioneer National Chairman of the APC Chief Bisi Akande, former Ogun State Governor Chief Shegun Oshoba, ex-Imo State Governor Senator Rochas Okorocha, former National Chairman of the APC Senator Abdullahi Adamu, and former presidential aide Senator Florence Itagiwa. The statement disclosed that the Senate President Senator Guzo Akpabio, Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas, and Governor Mimala Abuni of Yobe State have been appointed as Deputy Directors General for the campaign in the South and the North respectively. The statement noted that they will work with the Senate leader Senator Bamidele Opeyemi and Deputy Senate President Senator Jibril Barrow in the two zones. Meanwhile, Senator Abdulaziz Yari has accepted his appointment as Director General of the APC Presidential Campaign Council for the 2027 election. Senator Yari, who represents Zamfara West in the Senate, expressed gratitude to the President Tinubu and the APC leadership for entrusting him with the responsibility. He described the campaign as more than an electoral contest, saying it would be a conversation with the Nigerian people in every state, every language, and every faith about the future being built together. The former Zamfara State Governor pledged to conduct the campaign with discipline, unity, and respect for all Nigerians, adding that work will begin immediately. Senator Yari also called on Nigerians across political divides to choose progress over division, saying the APC would seek to earn public confidence through its record rather than mere noise. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has congratulated former First Lady Dr. Victoria Hansatu Gowon, wife of former Head of State General Yakubu Gowon, on her 80th birthday, describing her as a woman of grace, compassion, and selfless service. Ms. Gowon turned 80 on Saturday, August 22, 2026. President Tinubu, in a statement issued by his Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, praised the former First Lady for the role she played in supporting her husband through one of the most difficult periods in Nigeria's history. He noted that General Gowon bore the demanding responsibility of leading the country at a critical period while his wife supported him through the challenges of the era. The president described Ms. Gowon as a woman of substance whose contributions extended beyond her role as the wife of the former head of state. The president described attaining the age of 80 as a significant milestone and an occasion to thank God for the celebrant's life and accomplishment. President Tinubu, on behalf of his family, the federal government, and Nigerians, wished the former First Lady continued good health and many more fulfilling years. In a separate tribute, Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang described the former First Lady as a symbol of unity, peace, healing, reconciliation, and nation building. Mutfwang paid tribute to Ms. Gowon in a statement marking her 80th birthday, describing her as a towering figure of excellence, a compassionate mother, and a woman of remarkable grace who worked tirelessly in support of reconciliation, reconstruction, and the rebuilding of Nigeria during the administration of her husband, General Yakubu Gowon. The governor said her enduring advocacy for peace and commitment to building bridges across ethnic, religious and regional divides had earned her a special place in the hearts of all Nigerians. Nigeria's First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu has presented food items worth millions of naira to vulnerable groups including persons with disabilities in Bauchi State under the Social Investment Program of the Renewed Hope Initiative RHI. The food items were formally handed over to the First Lady of Bauchi State, Hajia Aisha Bala Muhammad, at the Rwanu Suleiman Adamu Square, Government House, Bauchi, on Saturday for onward distribution to beneficiaries. Speaking at the ceremony, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, who is national chairman of the RHI, said the food outreach program was launched in March 2024 to provide food items to persons with disabilities and other vulnerable groups, support their families, and improve their well-being. Represented by the wife of the Vice President and National Vice Chairman of the RHI, Hajia Nana Shetima, the First Lady said the initiative was designed to complement the Renewed Hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu by supporting Nigerians to pursue their aspirations irrespective of their circumstances or social status. She said the RHI had also launched the National Community Food Bank Program as part of efforts to tackle food insecurity and malnutrition, improve access to nutritious food, and support healthy growth and development of children. In her remarks, Bauchi State First Lady Aisha Bala Muhammad, who is also the Northeast Zonal Coordinator of the RHI, commended Oluremi Tinubu for the intervention, describing the provision of food items and financial support to vulnerable groups as timely and meaningful. She said the intervention came at a time when many households were facing economic difficulties and struggling to meet their basic needs, adding that the support will provide immediate relief and renew hope among the beneficiaries. Now, the FCT administration says it will intensify enforcement of regulations governing commercial transportation and the use of public green areas in Abuja. FCT Minister Barrister Ezenwo Wisomwiki says taxi drivers who refuse to use designated bus terminals will have their vehicles impounded, while vehicles found on green areas could also be seized and possibly auctioned. Barrister Wiki spoke on Saturday after inspecting the Apo Krashi and Buari Kubwa road projects. Our correspondent Usman Katumuma reports.
The FCT administration says it is moving to enforce stricter compliance with regulations governing commercial transportation and the use of public spaces in Abuja. Minister Nyesom Wike says taxi drivers and other commercial operators who continue to pick up passengers outside designated bus terminals will have their vehicles impounded.
Sort of small level of madness in us, and then they will understand that they must obey the rules. Don't worry, they have no choice. They will obey. We will carry them and we impound their vehicles. Just watch what will happen.
Barrister Wike also disclosed that a task force has been established to reclaim green areas allegedly taken over by car dealers and other businesses. He blamed some civil servants for issuing allocation documents that allowed public spaces designated as parks and green areas to be converted for commercial activities.
As this has come to our notice, we are still a task force. If you don't leave the green area, you carry your vehicles. In fact, maybe we will auction them.
The minister said the enforcement measures are part of efforts to restore order to Abuja's urban environment. He spoke after inspecting the Apo Karshi and Buari Kubwa road projects, expressing satisfaction with pace of work. Minister Wike said the Apo Karshi project, which residents have long demanded, is expected to be completed by November, while the over 14-kilometer Buari Kubwa road is scheduled for handover by December. He described the project as part of the Renewed Hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying completed infrastructure is a more tangible measure of government performance than political promises. Barrister Wike said more than 10 major FCT projects could be ready for commissioning before the 2027 general elections. The minister, who has just marked 3 years in office on August 21, thanked President Tinubu for the opportunity to contribute to Abuja's development, saying residents can attest to changes in the capital. He also announced plans to publish details of projects inherited from previous administrations alongside those awarded under the present government to enable Nigerians assess the administration's performance. Usman Katun Umar, ASO Television News.
Now, troops of the Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai have neutralized over 20 terrorists in different locations in Mungunu and Biu local government areas of Borno State. The headquarters of Operation Hadinkai said the operations were conducted by its air platforms through intelligence-led precision strikes against terrorists concentrations in different locations across Borno State between the night of 21 and the early hours of 22 August 2026. It explained that the coordinated air operations followed credible intelligence and confirmatory intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance missions that identified movements and concentrations of the suspected terrorists. The strikes, it noted, successfully degraded the identified targets and disrupted attempts by terrorist elements to assemble, regroup, and operate freely within the theater. It further stated that the platform continued surveillance of the area and subsequently detected another group of terrorists attempting to regroup away from the initial target location. According to the statement, further precision engagement was conducted with subsequent assessment indicating that the identified group of about 10 terrorists had also been successfully engaged. In a separate operation around Burate in Biu local government area, it said that another operation had in air platform tracked a group of suspected terrorists gathered at a location in the area. The Joint Task Force also promised to continue to sustain coordinated operations against terrorist networks while supporting conditions for the restoration of peace, security, and normal socio-economic activity across the Northeast. Now, still from Borno State, where families of abducted school children and other victims in the state have appealed to President Bola Tinubu and the state governor, Babagana Umara Zulum, to intensify efforts to secure the immediate and safe release of their loved ones who have remained in captivity for over 100 days. The families made the appeal while addressing newsmen on Friday at the National Assembly, expressing anguish over the prolonged captivity of 42 pupils and students of Musa Primary and Junior Day Secondary School in Askira Uba local government area of Borno State. Secretary of the Hawul Askira Uba Elders Forum, Malla Gedzama, on behalf of the families, explained that the victims were abducted on May 15, 2026, and other 36 students of Government Day Secondary School Lassa were taken on June 29 while sitting for the National Examination Council examination. He commended the federal government and security agencies for the oil rescue operation, saying the success is evidence that a coordinated and intelligence-led operation could secure the release of the Borno State victims as well.
Recognize the enormous challenge faced by our security apparatus in this direction. But we will not relent. We cannot allow it to go silently after these 100 days. We cannot allow our children to disappear from public life. Their lives matter. Their educations matter. Their families matter. Their future matter. Their communities are looking forward to their rescue. Government exists to protect its citizens. The Constitution recognizes the security and welfare of people as primary purpose of government. Therefore, we say respectfully and unequivocally, bring our children home. Bring our children home. Return our children home. Rescue our children.
We are pleading that the government should please intervene and rescue our people. My sister, she's an orphan. All her hope is in me and also the government. And me, I don't have any voice. I call on the government to please intervene on this situation and rescue our people back home. We want to see them. We want to feel how.
Also speaking, the member representing Hawul Askira Uba Federal Constituency of Borno State, Mr. Midala Balami, emphasized with the affected families and urged the government to do everything within its power to secure the safe return of the abducted school children and other victims.
Among those people that you are seeing here, you can see a father where his wife and 5-month daughter were adopted. 127 days they have been in captivity. I am not talking about a hearsay, I'm talking about a direct family. As a representative of Askira Uba Hawul Federal Constituency, it has been a sleepless night. It is so devastating that most times I lost appetite and I hardly find even my peace. This is the level of devastation
The families express hope that President Tinubu and Governor Zulum will make the rescue of the abducted children and other victims an urgent priority. You are watching ASO Television News. You can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, also on Star Times TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We are also on Radio Channel channel 38. Still to come, Inspector General of Police charges youths to reject political and digital thuggery. Stay with us for more stories after the break.
From the grandest stage, the badges change, but the passion remains.
It's a special goal! Cometh the hour, cometh the man! This football is from the heavens. What a story this is! 10 months of drama lie ahead. The stage is set.
It does set. Sharply get your GoTV decoder, GoTena, and 1 month jolly for only 15,000 naira. GoTV, love it.
Thanks for staying with us. And the news continues. Over 1,000 Evangelical Reformed Christian Church ERCC Boys Brigade members received a week-long training for self and moral empowerment. The Vice President, South Boys Brigade Nigeria ERCC Nasarawa State Council, Samson Namu, made this known at the closing ceremony of the event in Abuja. Topsy Gimba's details.
The 2026 ERCC General Church Council Camp, which lasted for 1 week in Abuja, mainly Boys Brigade members across all states, was purely spiritual exercise, economic empowerment, and biblical competition for the purpose of making the members live and grow in the Christian way of life and faith. The Vice President South Boys Brigade Nigeria ERCC National State Council, Samson Namu, said he thanked God for the safe conclusion of the week-long training, moral and self-empowerment.
You can see the Boys Brigade has also grown beyond the level of just nurturing the younger ones. It is to train them in various fields. Most of the activities that took place in this program it encompasses the drill, which involve the physical exercise of the brigades. We also have skills acquisition like making of shoes, peanuts, and other variety of things that we feel it can at least make the younger ones self-reliant in the society. We also have Bible quiz and other things that will also groom them spiritually. And today, by the grace of God, it is climaxing with at least little support from individual walks of life to make sure they help in propagating the gospel of Jesus Christ through this ministry.
The Archdeacon ERCC Abuja Conference, representing the ERCC President, Very Reverend Kefa Saniam Wujun, said the week-long camp was a great success.
For the young men who are coming up, and their aim is to inculcate good character, good moral behavior into the boys, so that they will grow into matured men with faith in Christ, so that they will live a good life and serve the Lord, our Lord Jesus Christ.
Others also spoke at the week-long camp.
And I enjoyed the camp, I enjoyed the closing ceremony, I enjoyed the parade, I enjoyed the turnout of the clergymen and people. Sincerely, I'm delighted.
The entrepreneurship work, we produce shoes, we produce peanuts, we produce some other things which today has been displayed here, and other people even, supported us and bought them. So the essence of the camp is just to keep the youth busy, to keep the boys busy all through this period, and morally, and then most importantly, they are Christians and we have to bring them in the way of Christ.
Many personalities attended the closing ceremony of the camp, including the PDP governorship candidate, Nasarawa State, David Mbogado. Topsy Gimba, reporting for ASO Television News.
The Inspector General of Police, IGP Olatunji Disu, has charged Nigerian youths to channel their energy, creativity and influence into building communities instead of allowing themselves to be used in creating violence and destruction. IGP Disu gave the charge at the closing ceremony of the 2026 International Youth Day, National Youth Leadership and Security Initiative of the Nigerian Police Force, held under the theme, Different Contexts, Common Aspirations. The IGP urged youths to protect their future by resisting attempts by politicians and other actors to exploit them for violence.
This is the essence of our theme, Different Contexts, Common Aspirations. We may come from different parts of the Nigeria, speak different languages and hold different opinions, but our aspirations are the same. We want peace, we want security, we want opportunities and dignity. We want to live in a Nigeria where our dreams are not destroyed by violence. From conversation to commitment, this initiative must not end when the chairs are cleared from this room. That is why I am encouraged by what we have launched. The Nigerian Police Force National Campaign, My Future is Greater Than Political and Digital Toggle. As we move towards the 2027 general elections, we must ensure that Nigerian youths are never used as instruments of violence. Do not allow anyone to use your daily breath, your life, and do not allow them to destroy your tomorrow. Do not allow anyone to use your today to destroy your.
He urged participants to take ownership of the Abuja Youth Declaration on Peace, Responsible Citizenship and Democratic Participation and promote its principles in their schools, communities, organizations and digital spaces. The police board stressed that security was not solely the responsibility of the police, but a shared responsibility between security agencies and citizens. He called for a stronger police-youth partnership, saying the police must listen to young people, while youths must also work with the police to promote prevention and protection. Now, the Niger State Police Command has confirmed the abduction of worshippers at a mosque in Dekara district of Burgu local government area of the state. The command spokesperson, SP Wasiu Abiodun, speaking to newsmen on Saturday, said the incident happened at about 2 p.m. on Friday, August 21, when the victims were observing Jumat prayers. He said the exact number of those kidnapped was yet to be ascertained. According to him, the terrorists first attacked Gidanzana and Benya villages before moving to the mosque, where unspecified numbers of worshippers were kidnapped. He said no life was lost, adding that joint security operatives had been deployed to the area for assessment and rescue operations. The police spokesman added that further development will be made public. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) have arrested Esther Ogumabu, said to be 101 years old, for dealing in illicit drugs. In a statement on Sunday, Femi Babafemi, Director of Media and Advocacy for NDLEA, said the centenarian was arrested on Saturday in the Ileson area of Ogun State with retail sachets of skunk, a strain of cannabis weighing 90 grams, which she claims she sells to locals. According to the statement, one of the woman's daughters, who resides in Lagos, arranges the supply of the substance to her every 4 days, which she in turn sells in bits. Chief Executive Officer of NDLEA, General Mohammed Boumarwa, retired, however, directed that the suspect be granted bail and placed on counseling because of her age, while her daughter has been arrested. In a related development, Babafemi added that the agency also on Friday recorded its first ever seizure of illicit drugs shipped from Thailand through the maritime corridor, following the interception of 2 containers of cannabis indica, also known as loud, at the Apapa and Lekki ports. According to him, the consignments, which had a combined street value of over 4.4 billion naira, were loaded at the port of Laem, Shabang, Thailand. The containers allegedly contained 1,090.5 kilograms of Thai loud, packed in 54 cartons comprising 2,181 sachets of 500 grams each. Moro commended the officers and men of Ogun, Apapa, Lekki, Seme, Akwa Ibom, Ondo, Oyo, Kwara, Kano, Abia, and FCT commands for the various successful operations undertaken. In a ceremony steeped in pride and gratitude, the 2026 edition of the Expatriates Business Award (TEBA), held here in Abuja, honored Nigeria's successful immigrant community, recognizing their contributions to the nation's economic growth and development. Daniel Obi reports.
The evening featured award presentations across categories including entrepreneurship, manufacturing, aviation safety, technology, culture, and community impact. Recipients were drawn from different countries and sectors, all with verifiable investments and operations in Nigeria. Organizers said Teba 2026 was created to celebrate men and women who have crossed borders, embraced Nigeria, built businesses, created jobs, transferred knowledge, promoted culture, and contributed in unique ways to national development.
We have a team of judges, jury, who actually thoroughly evaluate each nominee based on their impact and their contribution to the Nigerian economy. So these are the criteria that we actually use in choosing who the winner is for each category, based on their impact, how their company has actually contributed to employment, engaging Nigerians in the field and also contributing to the economy, like I said earlier. Thank you.
Participants and awardees describe the award as a motivation to do more and deepen their investments in the country. They commended the organizers for creating a platform that acknowledges the value immigrants bring to job creation, skills transfer, and cultural exchange.
People are here to tell the world that Nigeria is not what they hear about Nigeria. So it is good to honor them, for them to also show that the country is good. The country is open for business. Is open for investment. They are here investing and doing well and thriving.
It was a privilege to be here in the Expatriate Awards. It's my first year in Nigeria. I arrived here 5 months ago. I am based in Lagos and Abuja, but now in Abuja for the last couple of weeks. And to be honest, it was a privilege to be here, and thank you very much for the Teba team to give me this award.
This is the country that offered me so many things. I arrived here as an expat planning to stay just a couple of months and ending up staying 2 years. So for me, Nigeria is not just a country where I'm doing a project. Actually, Nigeria is for me my second home, or even I could easily say my first home.
The Teba 2026 awards drew in top government functionaries, diplomats, business leaders, as well as members of the expatriate communities. Organizers said the award will continue annually to strengthen ties between Nigeria and its global business community. Daniel Obi, ASO Television News.
And that's the bulletin. I am Harris CDC Radio. Thanks for watching.